It's your boy Itai here, and I have a special guest.
Calvin.
Calvin.
Yeah.
Okay, Calvin, you're here to talk about what subject?
The state, history, and of black people, and our condition here today in the present society.
Oh, that's a vast and deep subject to talk about. You want to talk about biblical times and Black Bible history. Give us one example.
For example, like if I were to say who are black people, like black is a color, and if you look at the color of our skin, like we're like brown, like black people are brown, and so if you look at black people now to say like where do Chinese people come from, you would say China. If I say where do Swedish people come from, you would say Sweden. But when I say where do black people come from, there's this discrepancy. I mean, black, there's not a country called black. Like, what do you think of that? Like,
yeah, it's true. I mean, originally all black people come from Africa, but because of the slavery and immigration, there's an African diaspora.
Okay, yeah. The common perception is that black people come from Africa. However, if you look at North Africa, you'll find, especially like in Morocco and Egypt, you'll find Arabs. If you go to South Africa, you'll find white people in South Africa. So, and if you look around the world in the Caribbean, due to slavery, as you said, black people are found everywhere. You can find black people in parts of India, black people in parts of China, in the Philippines. Like, we're not just located to Africa. So the question is, like, where do black people come from? That's what we're here to talk about. Whatever religion you believe, if you believe in Islam, the Sumerian text, or if you believe that the Bible is plagiarized, I'm only here today to speak about like black people, about that we're the Jews, and that the Bible is our book, and that we need to repent. What I can say to you is that I'm here today to tell black people that you are the Jews, and that the Bible is your book, and that you need to repent because the time is very short, because we don't have a long time here. So.
Oh, you mean the time is very short? You mean like your lifespan? Or?
No, I mean because basically slavery happened in 1619, and we're now in 2019. So the 400 years of slavery is up. So if you look back in history, 1619 to 2019, that's 400 years.
We changed locations due to issues with the previous one, but yeah, we're back on point now.
If the fall of black people, be the riches of the world, and the diminishing of them the riches of the Gentiles, how much more their fullness? So basically, if the fall of them, black people, are the riches of the world, so long as we're at the bottom, they can always be on the top. I'll give you an example. You have a black neighborhood, and you have a Chinese neighborhood. A Chinese man can come into a black neighborhood and set up a Chinese takeaway. Do you think a black man can go to a Chinese neighborhood and set up a shop?
No way in hell.
There's a white neighborhood and a black neighborhood. A white man can come to a black neighborhood, set up a McDonald's. Do you think we can go to a white neighborhood and set up any type of business there?
No damn way.
So this is what Christ is talking about. He's saying that if we fall at the bottom, they can rise on top of us. And Superman, what's his weakness?
Kryptonite. The
black man's weakness is sin. The Bible is our book. If we go against the Bible, we fall as a people. So the black man's kryptonite is sin. And if we go outside the Bible, we fall. In Victorian times, when they first saw black people, when we was in society, they called our hair woolly. So it says 14, his head and his hairs were white like wool. So we know that Christ had a woolly textured hair. So no one on this planet has woolly textured hair apart from black people. His eyes were as a flame of fire. That's something else, but anyway. And it says, chapter 15, and his feet like unto fine brass. Brass is our color, it's brown. But it says, as if it was burned in a furnace. If you burn something, what color does it turn?
It turns darker.
Okay, so is your
black?
Is your feet the same color as your skin, as the rest of your body?
Yes.
All right. So it says his feet was like unto fine brass, as they burned in a furnace. So does this description match the image they make of Christ today, the white image? Does that?
No, it does not at all.
So did Christ come for all people? Let's find out. Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. I'm going to say that again. But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So Christ only came for the people of Israel. He didn't come for the whole world. He came for the Israelites, the Jews, the black people. So the last message is this. What do black people do now? Knowing the truth, knowing who you are, what do you do now? You have to repent, for the time is short, and you have to love your neighbor as yourself. The whole message of the Bible is to love your brother, to love each other, because black people don't love each other today. So if we love each other and we repent, then that's all we need to do.
Oh, that's a lovely ending. Okay, so that's it for today's episode. And yeah, it was lovely interviewing you, man.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. So yeah, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to be part of the crew. Also, we have an Instagram page, so yeah, please follow us there. And even if you just watch the whole video, then yeah, you're still crew. Okay? So yeah, Prince Crew out. Peace.